Hello and welcome back to the Void, everyone. We're back with the Stanley parable, and we are just doing some settings before the actual game. Which tomato? Oh, Scrumptious. Is the time that is right now the correct? Yes. Yes. I was only given to... Yes, there is. Sure. Yes. Okay. Well, the settings are just as interesting as this game, but we're gonna get into it and play for a bit. Begin the game. It's been a while since I played. Don't really remember what we were doing last time we played, but here we go again. Also, just
this is the story of
appreciate
a man
the
named
bear.
Stanley.
He's a cool dude.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number
427.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk.
Looking good, Stanley.
Buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. Although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished.
Well, I'm gonna skip that. We've heard that bit before.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting
room.
Perhaps
he missed a memo. Ah, yes, Stanley. Let's go, buddy. New content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
New stuff. On to the new content. Woohoo! Hello?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
You're welcome.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Yeah?
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Awesome.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Yes, it is. Let's go.
Step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Oh, I'm hoping for, like, you know.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
I got a button noise.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we...
Come on.
Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Come on. New content? Oh, boy.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if the... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Let's go. Give me the content. The jumps.
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I'm gonna jump all of the times. What happens when I run out of jumps? Oh man. I ran out of jumps.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
I'm sure, surely.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not
narrator,
positive.
you might be
It's
onto
just
something.
Elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
Sometimes.
If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes.
Okay.
I knew there had to be something else.
Yeah, it couldn't
Let's
just end
see.
there.
I'm ready for whatever it is.
This is better.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Do it!
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
Okay.
No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Let's go. That was a deep growl. Uh-oh. What have we done now?
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
What is back here? Oh, fucker's getting me killed. Oh, you. Sir, you. What you got for me, buddy? Come on, give it to me. Give it to me.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Yeah?
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched?
Audience
Back then,
award.
Video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Good times. Oh, man. This is nice. I like this. Official soundtrack. Smile because it happened. Don't play for 5 years. Unachievable. It's impossible to get this achievement.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created. Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Memory zone maintenance. There must be something down there. Person of the year. You were playing the Stanley Parable.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Can't go into the serious room, eh?
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Oh, no.
Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining.
Oh, no!
Funny? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Yeah. It's all very serious.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness.
Well,
this
fuck
is actually
off.
Quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh, dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to.
Yeah, you don't
These
need...
black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
Oh, no,
Perhaps
don't...
the Stanley Parable isn't quite as... What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Oh,
A
no.
skip button. Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today.
Okay.
And it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so
Okay.
that the second my incessant droning starts...
Hey, what's up?
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games.
Yeah.
Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps... Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But
Yeah.
That's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips.
Poof.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer.
Oh, no.
That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes. It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press...
Oh, well, sorry.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here, and more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't...
You can't!
You're back. You're back. Oh my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing.
Yeah.
Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single...
Bye. Oh.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year?
Goodbye. He's gone. He's not here. We pissed him off. He's gone. Only way to continue is forward. The hell is that? I don't like it.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review amidst all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain...
Oh, no. What?
End is never the end, is never the end, is never the
oh,
end.
no.
Is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
We're breaking him, guys.
Is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
This must be the only way out of the room, right? Oh. Here we go. Here's something. almost. We're almost free, guys. It's beautiful. Soon it shall just be me and this button. And we'll be free. Maybe not. Maybe the world will go to shit. Still sounds scary as hell out there. Oh. Aha, we can get out. We got out. It's the desert now. Oh boy, is it bright. Whew. Okay, guys. Oh. The end is never the end.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I think we're going to leave it here for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please consider... Hold on.
Oh, good. You noticed my slide.
Yes, I did.
Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. Okay, we got some new content. Hold on. We'll end in a minute. I thought we were done. We are not done. Oh, it's the fucking elevator again.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable.
Have
and
you?
About how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be.
Yeah?
The original Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy.
Okay.
So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Yeah?
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, yeah!
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
Yes!
This is what fans have truly been asking for.
I love it. This is great.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Okay.
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them.
Yeah.
It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Okay, okay, I'm with you. Let me hear it. 2.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Okay. What's this? Reassurance bucket. No screenshots. Okay.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one.
Okay.
I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Let's do get well someday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted.
Yeah!
Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Perfect!
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
Yep. What's over here? Hole like infinity. Okay. Rim, depth infinite, surrounding area opening. Okay. Holes, I see.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Okay.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so.
Sure.
Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
I'm gonna fall for a minute. Give me a second.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Yeah. Oh, is there a bottom?
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
Is that
Is it
so?
a very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look,
Perfect.
I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling.
Uh-huh.
A normal person actually wants to fall infinitely. I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Yeah. Teleport button.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't
Yeah,
mean.
I know.
Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If
Sure.
that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Oh, for heaven. You see?
Yeah.
I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal.
Hey, everybody
Normal
likes a good
person
hole.
Would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite.
Okay.
Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
Okay, yeah.
Had enough? I'm
No.
positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole.
Yeah.
If this starts to become a thing that...
That.
Oh, okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep.
Yeah.
Even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length.
Okay.
Here, let's try something.
Uh-huh.
Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Yeah.
Well, there it is. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch.
It's a nice
Only-
hole.
Who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Sure.
Is the, teleport button not working?
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be.
You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
Bye.
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone.
It
You
is.
get to be with the hole. I get to do literally anything else.
Yep.
Take care, Stanley. I
Bye.
hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
How's your hole? My hole? Just doing great. Just hanging out. Ominous noises. Every pause button is the Roman numeral 2. Ah. It is getting deeper. Goodbye, everyone. I'm going where I belong. In the hole. Goodbye. Yes! Hell yeah! Ah, yeah! Ho! Vibing in the hole. Nope. Yes! Oh, yeah! Puppies! Change myself? Oh, dude! Yes. Goodbye, puppies. Okay. Interesting.
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley?
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland.
Yeah.
But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it.
Oh,
You
man.
don't want to miss a single moment.
Yeah,
So
don't.
How about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole?
I was.
From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole.
We
And
will.
I'm looking forward to all of them.
Okay.
Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Goodbye. Back down the hole. Down the hole. There we go. It's moving. No, it's not. Oh. Aw, man. Anyway. We will pick up here next time. Thank you guys so much for watching, for real this time. And if you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like and subscribe. But for now, we will return to the void, and I wish you all good night.